hurt. Chili cheese flavored venison hot dog. Hey friends, welcome back to Off the Farm Adventures. So today it's going to be a more relaxing, nature, just relaxing evening. I do plan on getting a fire started and just sitting and taking it all in. Right as I was pulling up there to park, I looked down to the right and there was 4 or 5 deer. One of them looked like a buck. I couldn't tell for sure though. That I had spooked off down deeper into the valley. Hopefully we'll see them a little later on. I'm going to try to get a fire going here first and foremost. Most of everything out here is wet because as you can see it's covered in snow. And then we had a warm up. This is going to burn good though, I think. We had a warm up, which then all the snow melts into the wood and in under the bark, and some of the stuff still got bark on it. Just using little fire starter squares from Tractor Supply. This stuff here will burn, I believe. It's the bigger pieces of wood that are kind of wet that's got me a little nervous. Of course, the wind changed direction on me, so it's going right at the truck now. I don't know if it's going to go. The wood's pretty wet. It's all just sizzling. Ooh, this is a good dry one here. This might be the ticket. I kind of need this fire to take off. I need to use it for cooking. I think we got it. It's still pretty wet though. It's just sizzling. Adjust this. Oh, there we go. Adjust it back a little bit so the guy can relax. I can't believe it, but we got that fire going. That was one of the more difficult times I've had trying to get a fire started. I really didn't want to bring any wood out with me though. I just wanted to try to use what I could find. Alright friends, I got my wieners on the stick. We're just going to start heating them up. It is crazy peaceful out here. Aside from the fire, it's just dead silent. I have a poker for doing stuff like this, but kind of felt like just finding the wood for the fire out here today, finding a stick, just using what's out here. Look at those gems. There it is. Chili cheese flavored venison hot dogs with spicy nacho Doritos, ketchup, and mustard. I can't imagine there's any way that that could go wrong. That's good. Real good. Skin got a little tough on me over the fire there, but that fire was hard to work with. It's cold enough outside where you either had to have it like right on the fire where it gets hot quick, or it's just too cold. I actually had some little cube potatoes I was going to make with this on the stove, but it took so long to make the fire, and then I had to sit there and babysit it while I cooked the wieners, that this will be plenty. So while I sit here and eat this, I'll go ahead and show you some footage. I changed things around in here a little bit, and I added a few features, and there's another feature that I still need to add. I didn't get around to it today. It's working a lot better. While I eat, I'll go ahead and show the footage of what I did in the back of the truck today. We're getting a little bit of an upgrade here in the old truck camper. What's this? I don't know how well it'll work or not, and I'll show you why. So I'm upgrading my cupboard, I guess you'd call it, to one that's slightly wider, but I don't know that it will work. I know, well, I'll show you why. So right here you got my wheel well. So currently with this one, if you try to open it, it hits the wheel well. You can't open it all the way. It hits right down here. So what I've been doing is just slightly turning it and then opening it. Well, I'm putting a wider one of these in, so I don't know that I'll be able to turn it. Having said that, I might just take the lower drawer out of the new one and put this one in it over to the left more. So there'd be a free space over here. I don't know. We're going to give it a try. I don't even know if it'll fit, to be honest. That'll be nice. Bigger spot here. I don't know what that is. Carbon monoxide alarm going off again. Now I know that ain't accurate. It must have got the test button pushed. This top drawer is going to have my snacks in it. And coffee. So I'm going to keep all the same stuff in the same drawers, but I just have more room. And I was running out of room. I couldn't fit my paper plates in the old one. Do I take that one out? Let me just try something real quick. Well, I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. There's still lots of room in both drawers, which is what I needed. Now I can put my gas things down there. So this is what I have been using, that I've been plugging my extension cord outside into, and then I plug everything else into this. But I think I'm just going to put this away in case I need a little extension cord or something for whatever reason. And instead of that, I'm going to use an actual surge protector in here, and I don't know, mount it. I'm not sure where I'm going to mount it yet. Probably right behind the new cupboard. But I also have this that I'm going to attempt to mount through the topper right back here. and try to get it to seal. The problem is the topper is slightly curved right there to go around the back of the truck. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to get it to seal there, but I'm going to try. If not, I'm just going to have a big hole that leaks. I specifically need a 1 7/8" hole saw, and I don't have that. So the wife's uptown anyways, so she's going to pick that up for me. And then that'll come through the topper. Then I'll just plug this into it, and then I'll have this mounted over here. And then I also got some command strip hooks. So instead of hanging my garbage bag on the rear topper door strut, I'll actually have a designated hook. Then I'll probably put a couple more up too for my keys and whatnot. There's currently a cat on the roof. Hey. I'm gonna put one right here too for my keys. All right, so I'm actually gonna go out boondocking tonight. So no electricity, it'll be off grid. I don't need to do the electricals today. That'll be on an upcoming video. I haven't completely decided on putting it in that back corner. I might put it up in this front corner right behind the camera there. Yes, that's gonna be very nice. I still have extra room in there. I still have extra room in there too. And the other one, and that's just in 2 drawers. The other one was plumb full in all the drawers. When I just leaned out to shut my tailgate there, my heart skipped a beat because I thought somehow I had started a tree on fire just above my truck. Turns out it was just a reflection off my normal fire on the ground, off this glass window. That scared me. Well, we somehow got changed over here to Celsius. It's 1 degree Celsius. 35 degrees. So I put the outdoor portion of my thermometer on my back bumper. What's everyone's bet that I forget that there tomorrow? It's a little chilly in here right now. Better than outside, but we're off grid today, friends. Get out the old carbon monoxide detector. We'll put that right here. We won't need to run that very long. Just hooking up my charging GoPro battery with my little battery pack that has a solar panel on one side. Tech Plus is the brand. Got it off Amazon. Currently says it's 27 degrees outside again. It does change temperature. I promise, guys, it just always seems like it's 27 degrees when I look at it. All right, then I added a hook here for my keys. I had a couple hooks over there for the garbage, so if I wanted it higher or lower, I could adjust it. So I'm gonna watch a movie called, well, it's really actually a documentary, I think, yeah, called Wildcat. Should have watched this 2 videos ago when we were at Wildcat Mountain State Park. But anyhow, it follows the inspiring story of a young veteran on his journey into the Amazon. Once there, he meets a young woman running a wildlife rescue and rehabilitation center. And his life finds new meaning as he is entrusted with the life of an orphaned baby ocelot. What was meant to be an attempt to escape from life turned out to be an unexpected journey of love, discovery, and healing. Holy man, is it hot in here. Whew. That's getting shut off. I'll see you after the documentary. Alright, that documentary is pretty good. It's a little bit sad though, but it ends pretty decent. Get some water. Current temperature outside is 20 degrees and it's 61 in here, and that's with running the heater not that long ago. ran it for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. I run it for like 5 minutes at a time. But I think I'm going to hit the hay, and in the morning we'll see what kind of mischief we can get into. Good morning, friends. That was not my favorite night. It was pretty cold. I got up 4 different times and had to run the heater for like a half an hour each time. Got down to 13 degrees Fahrenheit last night. Currently 65 degrees in the truck and 15 degrees outside. But I've also had the heater going for half an hour probably. I've been looking out this window, seeing if I can see any deer movement. But I haven't seen nothing yet. Last night really lit a fire under my hind end to get a diesel heater. A cheap one. Then you don't got to worry about carbon monoxide either, because everything exhausts outside. Just set your thermostat and let it do its thing. So we might be having to install one of those here soon. I have to do some research on which one I want. Honestly, if I got a diesel heater, I probably wouldn't even use my electric one anymore. I would just plumb my diesel heater into the fuel tank of the truck, since the truck is a diesel. I'll tell you what, friends, this little fan right here. So when I have my gas stove heater going, I have the front window and the topper open, and I have this fan in it blowing out. I found that doing that keeps the camper a little warmer than having the fan blowing cold air in, but it's still, having it blow out, it will still suck in air out of the little cracks and crevices and holes, all 3 of which are not great terms to use, I suppose, but you get what I'm saying. But this fan's awesome. So this is going to be video number 6, I believe, since I started doing these videos. Still haven't charged this fan. It says it's on 50%. Also, you can see there, you can put it on a timer for 1 hour, 2 hour, or 4 hours. And there's a night light. Let me turn these off. High, low, medium. Looks like the camera's doing some trippy stuff to it there, but I generally don't run the light because I don't need it, and it would just use up your battery more. But the battery is so good on this thing. It lasts for so long. Brand name is Amacool, and I got it off Amazon. I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't terrible. But even if I have the electric heat going, or eventually when I install a diesel heater, if everything's exhausted right, you don't need to have the windows open. I still use that fan. I put it up on top of the cabinet and angle it down, and it pulls all the warm air out of up here on top and down towards your feet, and kind of just keeps a more even heat, because without it, floor level's real cold. I remembered my mug today. It's a nice mug that my wife made me. So I couldn't get footage of it because it was moving through brush and you just couldn't see it. But there was a big buck down there. There was that little one that had one horn up here, but there was a big buck down in the valley. Man, I wish I could have got video of that. Little deer scrape there. A lot of people think that the deer will use scrapes kind of leading up to rut, but deer will actually use certain scrapes year-round. It's one of the ways they communicate. So the position of that scrape actually makes a lot of sense, because all those deer this morning that we seen came out of this trail right here. They go right over that little low spot in the fence, and then they were going this way, and this is their main trail right down into that valley. So that would make sense that they would have a year-round scrape right there as a good little communication stop. Friends, let me know down in the comments, what's your thoughts on getting a diesel heater and plumbing it into my tank on the truck for essentially endless heat? I'm just gonna go with the cheaper one. I'm just not at the point where I'm willing to spend $2,000 on one for a name brand one. Nah, I don't make that kind of money to be able to just throw around like that. So we'll give it a try with the average man's diesel heater and see how that goes. I think that would just really open up the possibilities to just stay anywhere. Please consider subscribing, it would help me out a lot. Hit the like button and the notification bell if you want to stay up to date on my videos. Go ahead and hit the latest video if you haven't seen that, or hit the playlist to watch all my truck camping videos. And as always, thank you to the armed forces and the veterans. We owe everything to you. Thank you for your service. We'll see you on the next adventure, friends.